everybody, TI Freak here, coming back at you with another episode on the Cemetech 1.10 server. Um, I was contemplating doing a build video and then realized that I didn't need to freak out and embarrass myself in front of everybody because, yeah, that did happen a few times for myself. Needless to say, the construction of the build that I worked on sent my heart racing quite a few times. Thankfully, I only died once, only lost minimal stuff, because I built stuff in the end. And, well, anybody that knows anything about the end knows you don't take your best gear and tools to the end with you to build things. So, let's go take a gander. Um, we've moved the end portal from up at the top of the tree down here to this. And with a little bit of magic, elemental, managed to get that to spawn up there, which looks pretty dang cool if I say so myself. If I had remembered to bring my bow and arrows, I could shoot this and we could get ourselves a decent rave going, but alas, I forgot. And since we moved the portal down to here, we got rid of the nether portals and moved them to the walls, as you can see. So, yeah. A little bit of fun work here. We still got a few things we'd like to change around in this area. Just stuff and things that's getting worked on, improved upon as we go and the server ages. But enough about the spawn. Let's jump on into the end. Now, since we started this server up and declared that we were going to eventually open the end up and the nether and all that stuff, which did not happen in 1.8 at all, I had wanted to build an enderman farm. They fascinated me. I've seen some videos from other players that made them, and they look like a whole bunch of fun. They look like a really big challenge to build. So I went ahead and did it. It took a number of hours, I'd say 5 to 6, because of the issues I was having when I built this thing. But get it to load. You can see from here that the overall structure is done. I really would like to cover that up some, but I'm not entirely sure how I'd safely get around doing it. So for the moment, it is what it is. As you can see, I still haven't really made any progress on my village here. I need to get back to that eventually, and I may do a bit of recording or even set up a stream pending anybody actually would join in on something like that. I need to get around to planting more chorus fruit because people keep taking it down and not replanting, which is getting annoying. The tunnel, when I first started across there, of course, was just one block bridge out, and then I came back and added a couple layers to it. And mostly it was just to get the distance and then make it safe. And then realized that I needed to put lower slabs down so things would stop spawning, and then put a ceiling up so, of course, the Enderman would guarantee not to spawn in the walkway. Then you run into the issue, of course, of them spawning up here, which I lit up with end rods every few blocks. I can't tell exactly how many's there, or what the distance is. My friend Little Moonbeam came along and helped me decorate. I originally just used the purple block slabs here to make sure you didn't fall off, because that would really suck. And we was trying to come up with a way to decorate the middle because you had this weird 1.5 gap there. And I had the bright idea to bring the nether brick slabs in. And I think they look pretty darn good, if I do say so myself. Little Moonbeam, my friend, helped me set this part up. She was the one that came up with the archway, and then I added this little spot here, which she perfected because I had normal stone slabs. And for the lighting of this part of the bridge, I decided to go with the sea lanterns. It was kind of a pain to do because you had to break these 2 blocks here, sneak out to the edge place, come back, put those 2 blocks back, cross to the side, do it again. But it was honestly not the worst thing to work on. I didn't die at all on this part, which I'm quite happy with. Got approximately 128 blocks out away from the main island over there. And as you can see, they're already dropping pretty hardcore over there. The entire top of this thing is filled with water. I think I went 33 blocks just to be safe on the teleport. I heard one move teleport earlier. I'm not sure where to because I didn't bother to go up and look. But yeah, they all seem to hang out here. Sad thing is, the video I watched in building this thing originally said you start your kill floor and then go up 40 blocks. Apparently you need to go up 43. However, you still get a lot of experience. It just takes a few hits. And if you have mending on your sword, then it's really not going to be a big deal because your sword's going to rebuild just as fast as you use it. So, no real big deal there. I placed sea lanterns along the bottom to help keep the area lit up. And we used, of course, we wrapped around from the trail all the way around with the purpur and nether brick blocks. This area over here will eventually be storage. I'm guessing we can get rid of things here. I also kind of want to put some signs up, or sign shops up, and sell various enchantments. Something I'll get around to eventually. Oh yeah, I came back out here with a few materials. I brought more anvils. As you can see, I've got some there. Put some in there. I accidentally made the stupid mistake of forgetting to break this anvil before breaking the slabs I had here, and, well, it's gone to the end now. So we'll go ahead and get rid of this. Place another crafting table. Throw down one of those. We'll split this in half. And hopefully other users will come along and decidedly also add to the anvil chest. You got your level 30 spawn table, oh god, brain's broken, enchantment table, and yeah. This thing drops a wicked amount of experience in a very short amount of time. I think I looked at it earlier, and you can have up to 70-some mobs. I'm not entirely sure if the mob cap would be affected if somebody else, you know, if all the players were over here at this farm, if that would increase. I'm guessing so. It is not knowledge that I currently have, so... yeah. As you can see, I went from 42 to 45 in a very short amount of time. So I have to say, as much as I love trading with my villagers, well, one villager in particular, the farmer, with the vegetables and such, this has become my new place to rock out my mending. It's an insane amount of experience. It's just nuts. And, yeah, that's pretty much it on this update. Not really a whole lot to show off. If you want to see how to build it, there's plenty of tutorial videos. I think I got mine from Iskal, and if you decide to go build one and you use his video, just make sure you go up 43. Otherwise, taking it down from this point, where there's no landmass underneath, becomes a bit of a trip. I kind of wish I had recorded what I did, because I used a pillar on this side with ladders to go up, and of course I had issues getting them broken because the Enderman killed me a couple times. That was very annoying. But when I finally managed to get up there and start breaking things, I used water source to make them teleport out of my way. And yeah, I removed the water source and started breaking blocks, going down as fast as I could. Got jumped by an Enderman, knocked out, and landed in the water that had flowed freely off to the side. And I put as many blocks going down as I could, trying to rebuild and put a block outward so I could land on. Managed to successfully do that, and then got knocked off by an Enderman that teleported there. I was very sad. But thankfully, I had only iron armor, iron tools, and a few stone items to replace, so it really was no big deal. It hurt mostly my pride over everything else. Ah, darn. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much all I've got to show off for this. You got any suggestions, feedback on the design of the decoration? Also taking ideas on what to do with the floor in terms of a pattern. I kind of like it like this, but I think it might look a little bland compared to all the other colors I've got going on around here, so yeah, let me know in the comments section if you think there's something else I can do with this, make it look nicer. Oh, got one more thing I could show off. It seems the hoppers are still not catching the cooked chicken, which is surprisingly filling up pretty well. That's awesome. I upgraded my item sorter system. I was having an issue with the way I had it set up originally. The top chest and hopper was too close to the redstone torch. On every other one. I don't know if I can... Yeah, I can't really get low enough to show it. So what I had to do was I broke the inner line of chests and hoppers, moved the chests over, so you can still see there's a hopper right there, pulling from this with the hopper feeding into there, to get it the one block away on every other from the redstone torches that were keeping it and the chest powered. It was quite annoying. But it works now, so all is good. I did that to both sides, and just for fun, wrapped it around in prismarine bricks to give the gray colored a little bit of a rest, which I did not fix this. I probably should do that at some point. Dang it. Alrighty. I'm probably going to screw this up. Yeah. We'll just go back down here. I'll fix that later. Oh, yeah, and there is one more thing yet that I could show off. It looks like that goes all the way up. Be a lot faster this way than traversing the inside of the tower. I got the final floor added to this. Let's hope nothing's up here to kill me. Good. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're gonna look at this and go, what in God's name was this guy smoking when he started throwing all these blocks down? To tell you the truth, I'm not sure myself. I just kind of started randomly throwing things down because I couldn't come up with anything that I wanted to do in any particular pattern, color-wise or otherwise, so I just kind of started grabbing random things, throwing it up here, and this is what it is. It's the random level of the tower. And I'm probably going to set this up. I'm going to take it up another 3, 4, 5 levels with stone brick. Start bringing the floor in some. And up above this, I'm going to have a darkroom spawner system. It will have... I'm thinking I might do just 5 layers, but I might go like 7 to 10 of packed ice for each floor, and it's going to flush everything down to a hopper chain, or a 2x2 hopper area where the items will collect and be dispensed off. I haven't decided yet if I just want to have an item sorter up here for everything that could possibly be there, or fire it all off to the item sorter over here. If I do the item sorter idea, I'm probably going to drop the items, or push the items off to the side, drop them down a chute, and have an ice path underneath where the items could meet up, possibly with whatever comes off the wood farm. Seems like it might be a workable plan. And I might even just tie it into the various hoppers that are already down there. And that way that system will just feed off because it's only sorting out the saplings. So that could be something I could do. The idea of it isn't just to have a darkroom spawner in the area, though. What I also want to do is have a spot where you can step on a plate and mobs will be shuffled off in front of you, and a skeleton or two behind will start shooting at the mobs because they'll be aiming for you, but the mobs will be between them, between you and the skeleton. And the awesome way of making this happen is I'll have water in front of me coming down, which will grab the arrows and push them down. And I believe it was somebody that said if you do 2 layers of sand, that the arrows will just hit it and then despawn. I'm not really sure the mechanics on that, but when they showed their witch farm in progress, it was working quite well. So we'll see if I can't implement it on here. And the primary purpose of that is to get creepers to come down, fall into that area, and, farm music discs, which could be a lot of fun to have. I think I got a few spots down here that are a little too dark and going to let mobs spawn, so I need to take care of that. And I have set up a farm, or a series of chest shops over here. You can buy and sell gold ore, redstone ore, iron ore, and lapis ore, which it looks like a few people have taken advantage of. Not entirely sure what that's doing in there. Yep, I'm down, it looks like at least 2,000 denarii. Not that I'm complaining. I've got a bit of a stockpile of lapis that I can go cash in if I ever feel like I'm too low on cash. It looks like I need to throw a couple of sea lanterns around here. Get some of these dark spots cleaned up. Not a huge deal. Sorry, chicken. Sorry, not sorry. I have plans to come out this direction and maybe expand a farm or some kind of thing over this way. I actually had a solid idea for it. I just don't recall what it was now. I really need to write these things down a little better. It might have been my nether wart farm, but I could be wrong on that. I have gone to the nether and recovered a bunch more soul sand so I could expand my farm. And I was thinking about automating it a bit using pistons and water, possibly using an alternating back and forth zigzag if I do it. So I'd make it a 3 or 4, maybe 5 levels tall. The only issue with that would be is the fact that you would have to manually replant them. So I don't know. If Mojang would add clerics to, farm netherwart, that would be fantastic, because then you could treat it like wheat. And would make for an awesome farm to have. And I honestly think that's it for now. Don't have any massive amounts of trap horses spawning around me. That's kind of a nice change of pace. Thinking I should move that out of block since those are out of block, but effort. yeah, I really don't think there's anything left to show for this episode. So, if you guys have any questions or comments or, anything you want to know about, if you think I should make a video tutorial showing off anything, let me know and I'll see what I can do in regards to that. Can't guarantee because I'm still learning a lot of things in here, even though I've been playing for a couple years now. But hey, we all learn something new every day, right? So, yeah, have yourselves a good one and thanks for watching.